Since the beginning of the world, and centuries long after, there have been energies of the paranormal. Paranormal energies such as ghosts, spirits, poltergeists, demons, black-eyed children, shadow beings, and all the other mysterious forces that live in a plane we know as the spirit realm, or playfully known as the other side. But are all these things believed in vain? Could it all just be coincidence, nightmares, or lucid dreaming? Or maybe they're urban legends and folklore, or old wives' tales? Or could it all just be a bunch of Hollywood hoopla? For very many throughout the course of a lifetime, these questions will simply go unanswered, and the mysteries behind them all will continue to go unbelieved. But there are others who were greatly bid to differ, and the mysteries behind it all for them are no longer mysteries. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, it's such an honor to have you here with me for the premiere of Truly Paranormal, brought to you by Hellfire Productions, Locked and Loaded Presentations, premiering here on Patreon TV, and a special sneak peek presentation on Channel Father Lokk at www.youtube.com. Now if you all will follow me, I'll tell you a true story. An account that's 100% authentic and truly paranormal.
I love counting, you can hide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will find you, wait and see. There's no place to hide from me.
This truly paranormal event is entitled In the Name of Family, coming from my executive producer and nephew, OMB Cash. A 100% authentic, true paranormal event. And how do I know? Because I was there when this happened. This event happened in Gary, Indiana. My sister lived there at this time, and I and my sister that lived in Chicago decided to move to Gary, Indiana to get a new start on things, start over, and to give a little bit of help to my sister who lived in Gary at this time. Moving into my sister's house, my sister had a nice big house. It was a 3-bedroom house, big backyard, nice garage, and there was the basement. And in this basement was a very long pillar-like shape. And right underneath the stairs was the washing area for the laundry. The girls slept upstairs in one bedroom, and I and all of the guys slept downstairs in the basement. We all get in, finally moving in with my sister. We get settled in. My nephews get settled in. They get their stuff together. And to be there, of course, we're all happy to see each other. We're all family. We're all together. I'm there. My sister and my nephews are there. My sister, whom it is, and her children are there. Just one big old family thing. Both of my sisters cooked this beautiful dinner. We all ate, watched good movies, and of course, started to take our baths and showers, preparing to get ready for bed. I go into the basement, and right off the bat, I get this ominous, dreadful, unpleasant feeling of something don't want us down there. But of course, being human, being a person who believes in the paranormal, and of course, doing this and coming forth with Truly Paranormal, telling my experiences and many friends and family members' experiences as well, who've given me permission to tell their stories, it stuck with me for a good 10-15 minutes. And then, of course, the feeling dismayed. And I dismissed it. And we go upstairs, and my sister's showing us around. And right by my sister's bedroom, the girls' room, because how it was is you come upstairs, here's the kitchen, come out of the kitchen, you're in the dining area. right by the dining area is a little area where the 2 bedrooms are, and right in the middle of the bedroom was the bathroom. And right above the bathroom in the ceiling was this attic. But it wasn't more so of an attic, it was more so like a crawl space. And if you all hear some goings on in the background of the video, it's my eldest nephew that's with me over here. OMB Cash is actually here with me as I'm telling you all his story. And if you hear some babies, it's his children, you know, my little great nephews. So if you all hear some babies, you hear some rumbling and bumbling, it's the babies and it's not ghosts. I'm telling you the paranormal stories, but no paranormal things are happening right now. Just wanted to put that out there, But this attic, crawl space like attic, and to stand under it, you felt like something was looking down at you. But of course, dismissing the feeling, dismissing it all, you know, this our first night here. I myself, you know, don't want to give off any weird and ominous feelings for children, or just don't want to freak anybody out, and just don't want to look like a fool or seem crazy to anybody, you know. We just got here, what are you talking about, so and so, so on and go and have you. But that same night, in the middle of the night, I had to go to the washroom. Just like anyone else, wake up in the middle of the night, need to make a potty run. So I go upstairs and I go to the washroom. And I come out of the washroom and I hear so my first instinct of thought is I'm half asleep. You know, I'm waking up out of my sleep, you know, I'm just, you know, whatever have you. Maybe I'm just hearing. And it was distinct rhythm and those 3 and it was sounding like it was coming from the attic that's up there. And how I know it's a crawl space like, because of course, events going further into the story, going ahead a little bit, it ended up being opened. And we're going to get into that. So, I come out, I look up. So I initially want to walk away, and I walk away, go back toward the kitchen, go back downstairs to the basement. And as soon as I walked away, and got right at the opening of the kitchen and the dining room, sure enough, tap, tap, tap. So I turn around, I go back, stand under there and look up. This time, whatever it was, now I want you to know it's coming from up here. I hear tap, tap, tap. I'm like, oh, like, what in the world? Like, what in the world? So I went on. Maybe it's some birds, maybe it's some mice, maybe it's anything other than me want to think what actually it was. Go back down to the basement, go back to sleep. The next day, breakfast time, we are eating, whatever the case may be. I'm looking for a job. Of course, my sister had already had one set up waiting for her when she went down there, you know what I'm saying, or whatever have you. So, oh, my little baby, what's wrong, baby? So, oh, he's not happy right now, y'all. You know, maybe it's the ghost stories I'm telling. Maybe I done spoke some things. No, stop saying this. But we get up, we eating breakfast. You know, my sister, she's doing the work. Like I said, she had a job lined up for her already, working with my other sister. So I'm there, I'm still looking for work at the time because I'm in nursing, so I'm looking for a nursing job. And the kids, they all then got ready to, you could get up and after they've washed up for breakfast, now they're ready to put on their clothes because everybody got washed for breakfast and ate breakfast and ready to, go outside and play. So the kids get up, they get ready, they go outside and play. I'm in the house. So I'm doing some cleaning and stuff as I'm studying, looking in the newspaper, trying to figure out, do I want to take this one? Do I want to try this one or that job or whatever have you? Because there was a lot in there at this point. So I'm like, oh, that's good. That's a good sign. Jobs right there. Something hiring. I can hurry up and find me a job and get things started for myself. So I go downstairs. So now I've done the upstairs. I'm in the basement. And I'm sweeping the basement. Go upstairs, dump it, get the mop, because now I'm going to mop the basement. And I go ahead and I start mopping. Within 5 minutes of me mopping, tap, tap, tap. Now I'm getting creeped out because at this point, I'm in the basement. And from what I know from last night, from going to the washroom and taking it into account to turn back around after hearing the taps again, to stand under that attic door and heard it come from it. I know there is no way I should be hearing this tap that loudly and that distinctly, and I'm in the basement and it comes from up in the attic. So my only thought was, whatever is in the attic is either in the attic and it's tapping it loudly, or it's bothering my perception, because that's what spirits and malevolent things do. They know how to alter your perception of reality, of your reality, to manipulate it for their being, for their cause, for whatever it is they're intending to do. So it's either I'm hearing it, it's bothering my perception of that I'm hearing it that loudly, or now it's in the wall of the basement where I'm at. So I didn't freak myself out. I just went on and finished mopping. It got louder. This time it wasn't like a tap. It's like, how you bang on someone's door. So I drop the mop, I run upstairs, I go and I stand under the attic door. Nothing. No sound, no nothing. I even attempted to go get the broom and knock to see if something would knock back or something would run, a rodent, you knock and make a loud sound, it's gonna move something. Nothing. Complete silence. But as soon as I turned around to go back to the basement, sure enough, this time I knew it was there. So now I'm done. I'm freaking out. I go out there with the kids. I stop cleaning. I wait till my sister get home. My sister's home that it actually is. And I tell my sister what I heard the night before and now today. She says to me, I've been hearing those noises since I moved here, but I've always taken that maybe it's birds or something that's crawling up there. She said, but it's not a crawling noise. It's a banging, a tap, and it always be tap, tap, tap. So I said, that's exactly what I heard. It's the tap, 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 and it's coming from up there. Now she said, for the longest I've lived here, I have wanted to open it, and when she said it, okay, you all, I'm sorry, because to tell this, I have to relive it. And now, of course, telling you all, I'm seeing it in my mind, and I'm getting goosebumps. If I didn't have on this leather jacket, and you saw and I could put it, I have goosebumps going up, because as soon as she said, I've always wanted to open it, something in my heart, in my spirit, in my soul, you all, was like, do not open it. Do not. And she said, I just was waiting for somebody to be here with me, because I knew it was just me and my kids here, and if it was something up there, I wanted to fall down, and if it's a rodent or some type of wild animal or a rabid animal or some sort, I don't want it to bite me or the kids or something like that. But now to have you all here with me, I want to open it. Sure enough, that night, everybody got together, everybody made it home, everybody cooked and stuff and ate dinner. So now the children playing around, everybody be playing music, the kids dancing around and this and that, all the grown-ups laughing and talking. And we all sipping a bit, everybody done poured a couple of drinks and we just being a family. And here comes my sister. Hey y'all, I was telling bro earlier that I wanted to open that thing because I keep hearing noises in there and I want to see what's up there. And my other sister says, girl, come on, let's go and get... And they call me. And like I said, I already, when she first told me, got goosebumps all over me. Now I'm getting this sickness in the pit of my stomach, like... And I was like, y'all really want to open it? Like, don't open it. If you've been here this long and haven't opened it, I don't see what you want to open it for. Like, from looking at the roof of your house, it don't look like you can get in there anyway. And it just really probably just was an opening, or this probably was something else before they reconstructed it. It could have been a reconstructed house, and this was just something they left it there because there was nothing more to do. They put a roof and just put a closure there so when nobody go up there, because to me it don't look like it ever been opened. And if it has been opened, it looked like it was made to never be opened again. And that's exactly what it looked like, you all. It looked like it wasn't supposed to be opened at all again. And they really took the time out to get a ladder, get up there. And when they pulled, you can tell that whoever closed it, or if it had never been opened, this is probably why it was that tight. And if it was opened before and closed by somebody else, they made sure to try to do everything in their power to keep it from ever being opened again, because it was a sheer, do you hear me? A sheer struggle to get this thing open. Like you literally almost felt like you were going to pour your fingertips off trying to pry that door down. Finally, they take like I forget what you call that instrument that you scrape away paint. They got that and scraped around the edges and pull. And when they did that, they didn't open it. Soon as they went around it and cracked, and it said, it just released. It felt like I'm trying to put it to where y'all can understand the feeling of how when that thing just, it felt like an exhale, like finally I'm open. That's exactly what it felt like. That's exactly what it felt like. Like finally I'm open. Oh. I'm sorry. She pulled it open. Removed the ladder and she pulled it down. You know, it's stairs like you brought. And when she pulled the stairs down, it was dust, and the smell that was up there was the worst thing you can ever smell. Like, it smelled so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. Now that it's coming back to me as if it was yesterday this happened. And this was many years ago. In fact, this was the year 2003. In fact, 2003. And it smelled so bad, it made one of my nieces literally throw up. Like, she puked so bad till it, and she went up there, sister, looked around up there, and I don't know if she saw anything. I don't know what it was. But when she came back down that ladder, that was attached to the attic door. The look on, and I wanted to question, and to this day, I still don't know why she looked like that. The look on her face was enough for me. That was enough for me. I didn't ask about it. I didn't need to ask about it. It was just enough for me. And all I could say, you all, was close it. Close it, close it, close it, close it. Please close it, close it. Just close it. Get down, just close it. Please just close it. And I couldn't stop saying it. It was almost as if it wasn't me saying it. It's just like something just jumped in me, took my tongue, took my mouth, and just kept on saying, close it. Close it. Please close it. Just close it. Leave it alone. Just close it. Just close it. Just close it. And when she closed it, it just felt like a weight just lifted off me when she closed it back. But the weight left. But along with the weight leaving came an even more dreadful and horrible and frightful feeling. Like it stayed on my mind that whole day. It stayed there, like, you know how you get hurt by something and it just keep replaying over and over in your head and it just keep hurting you over and over. You try not to cry, but every time it played a part that hurted you the most, and whatever the incident was that hurt you when it replayed itself, that's what it kept doing. It just stayed with me all day. That why did you open it feeling? So here comes night, and my sister go in her room. All right, y'all, I'm going to bed. I have to get up and go to work in the morning. So, of course, at this time, now it's Sunday, going into Monday. Kids got to go to school. So, they downstairs in the basement, all the boys. And all the girls in one in their room. So, I'm downstairs with the boys, and I'm laughing and talking with them and stuff. Just trying to make it light and airy. Really, you all, doing this for myself. It really wasn't even about the boys. It was me trying to calm myself down. Because it just didn't leave. It just would not leave me. The feeling wouldn't leave me. It just wouldn't leave me. And they started to all, one by one start drifting off to sleep. So now I'm up by myself and in the basement. And the way that it was, like I said, like say this is my bed. Like you all are looking at me. This is the backboard here. This is me. I'm on my bed. And the boys was over there on their bed. And they all was asleep over there. And the way that the basement was, like, we were landing on it. We were in the basement, the horizontal way. The basement was long and vertical this way. So all the way extended this way was just the wall. And, yeah, just the wall. Right over here was a little window, and the rest was just long old rest. And right over here was like a sink area for washing, letting something soak or whatever. And like I said, and right here, like all the way very, very to the far, was the stairs to go up the stairs. And right underneath the stairs, like I said, was where the washer and dryer was. And there was a light right above the washer and dryer, so you could see what you're doing. So I just convinced myself, okay, Lokk, lay down, go to sleep, Lokk. It's time to go to sleep. So I'm laying down. I'm drifting off to sleep. And I know I'm not all the way asleep. And sure enough, I hear and something walked down the basement stairs and jumped down. And I said, okay, Lokk, don't freak yourself out, Father Lokk. Don't look. Something just said, don't look. Just lay there. Don't say anything. At this time, I was 27 years old. I'm 44 now. I was 27. And wait, you all. Let me go back. Yeah, I was about 26, 27, 28, somewhere in that area. And I was completely scared as if I was 5. I was scared to open my eyes. I was scared to turn into that direction of where I heard it. I didn't want to do anything. And what scared me the most is I'm the only somebody that heard it. Like the boys, none of them moved. They're knocked out, like snoring, knocked out sleep. Deeply sleep. Probably in so deep in a dream that they about to wake up, they done dreamed it so long. They deep in a sleep. And I'm just laying there and I'm shaking. Like literally shaking. So finally, my nerves let me finally go to sleep. Or maybe fear just knocked me out. Because I ended up falling asleep. Fell asleep. Wake up. It's morning time. I hear the boys getting up. They already starting to rumble around and stuff because they getting their stuff out for school because they getting ready for school. So I hear them talking, I'm just talking. And I sit up. And the first thing came to my mind is what I heard. So I asked my nephew, OMB Cash. And at this time, he was 13. I say, come here. Did you hear somebody come down in the basement last night? He said, I was knocked out. I ain't hear nothing. So I left him alone. I ain't say nothing else. I went to one of my other nephews and I asked him. He didn't hear nothing either. So I just said, whatever. They going in. They going to school. My sister going to work. This and the other. I have a job interview with one of the nursing facilities. I go, and thankfully you all, just let you all know I got the job or whatever. So that really helped take some of the dread away because then I get the job. So I'm focused on, I got the job, I'm happy, going home, going to tell my sister and them, hey y'all, I'm back to the workforce, let's get this going, whatever, let's do this family thing, let's get everybody together, let's work together, let's get on our feet, to get each other in order, we're here to help each other, whatever. So I get home, whatever. My sisters and them get home from their jobs and that and the other, like normal. Cook, and it's my day to cook. So I cook, what I'm saying? We out eating or whatever, so having it so on. And like normal, they're starting taking their showers and they bathing to get ready to go to bed for school the next day. I the same. I get in the shower, and I'm a person who likes their water very much so hot, hot as you can pretty much stand. So I'm in the shower, and the shower is hot, it's good, and then all of a sudden, the water goes completely ice cold to the point where I hop out of it, because when it hit me, I hopped out, and when I hopped out of the shower, you could see like light coming through the window, the bathroom window. And I lied to you all night. Could have been freaking myself out, but I know I wasn't. I'm just sure I wasn't. Well, now I know from finding out what I found out. But of course, not knowing yet. I'm thinking I'm freaking myself out. I literally saw somebody in there. I'm not going to even lie. I'm not going to try to dread it all out and make it, ooh, and then all of it. No. I saw somebody in there, y'all. Let me just let y'all know that. I looked toward the shower curtain and literally saw them like this. And then all of a sudden they did just like this. And gave me the biggest grin, the ugliest grin, I hate you, and I know now you know I'm here. Now I know you see me, whatever. I ran out. I didn't care about being naked. I didn't care. I ran clear out that bathroom, y'all. Forgot the towel, forgot my drawers, forgot everything. And I wasn't going back in there at all. Ran in there, of course. We all family. I ran clear to my sister's room, naked and all. Everything swinging. Said so-and-so. Sister go in there. And just to let y'all know, sister go in there. Of course, nothing was in there. But that's not what freaked me out. When my sister go back in there, it's misty. The water, misty as hell. It's hot. So-and-so, hot. As if it had never went cold. And it could, and if it had ran, all the hot had ran out, how it's going to heat up that fast to make it back that hot like I was in there. It was all back hot. This and that and the other. And I told my sister so and so and this and that and the other so and forth. And she, you could tell that she believed me, but of course it sounded so to the left till it was like, nah. But this is when the worst case scenario happened. I didn't care, being an adult, I didn't care about being exposed to the signs or whatever type of tactics it was using to try to get my attention or someone's attention, or the fact that it knew that I knew now from it piercing itself to me through the shower curtain or whatever the case may be. Tell me I'm wrong. This night, and this is where OMB Cash comes in. And this one I knew for a fact, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that I wasn't creeping myself out. I wasn't imagining what I seen, because when you are at the brink of sheer fear, you will see things that are not there. Your mind starts to place objects, shapes, forms into things that are really not what you think they are. So of course, me being an adult, me knowing that can happen from being that afraid, I just, maybe I was that scared. Maybe it was just me seeing me, a glossy me and thought it was something else. I'm giving myself every bit of reason, you all, to not think of what I'm thinking, to not see it as what I'm seeing it, or what I'm thinking it as, at least, you see what I'm saying? And comes night. We all sleep. Me and my nephews the same. And sure enough, I heard a voice that sounded just like my brother. And it was calling my nephew by name, known only to family. The name that this thing called him is a name that my brother gave him for a nickname. And as I lay there, trying my best to hurry up and come out of this deep sleep, I can constantly hear this thing consistently taunting my nephew and baiting him to come to where it was. And it just kept saying, Cricket, come here, Cricket. Cricket. And it got so loud is when I heard it, and I know for sure now I'm hearing what I'm hearing. And I'm coming up out of my sleep. And as I'm coming up out of my sleep, I can see my nephew getting up and migrating toward the basement stairs underneath where the washer and dryer is. And I can hear him say, "Where you at, Uncle Ace? I hear you, but I can't see you." "I'm right here, Cricky. Right here under the stairs where the washer and dryer. Come here. I got something for you." And I said, you all, let me tell you, I set up so motherfucking fast and screamed, "Come back here! That's not him. He not here." And he woke up. And I said, "That's not him calling you. That's not Ace. Ace not here." And he ran to me and hopped in my arms on my bed, and I grabbed my nephew's soul. And all I could say was, "In the name of Jesus." And when I called the name of Jesus, it screamed, oh Jesus. It screamed so loud. It was so loud, you all, it woke up everybody in the house. Every soul that was there. It screamed that loud. These things, these malevolent things, they cannot take, and they cannot stand the name of Christ. They can't stand the name of Jesus. When I said it screamed, and it left so fast, as if that I don't even think I blinked fast enough to even give you an idea of how fast that thing left. And everybody come running down to the basement, and I told them, I told you, whatever that thing was, we saw something under the stairs. We was calling for him, and I heard it with my own ears. I heard it. And, show you how bad I want to tell it, but want to hurry up and get done with it. I forgot. Let me backtrack. Did I not mention that I saw it under the stairs? Let's do that. When it called, and I called him back to me, y'all, and he runs and jumps back into my arms, and I grab him, and I look toward the stairs, and I saw it. How these people that tell their paranormal stories, and folks think that they're lying about it, they're not lying. Because if it's anything that they have described, and many times I've watched many documentaries, stories, movies, and events on television about the paranormal, how they describe this shadowy, big, thick blackness that cuts out all light. It is like you had to cut through it to get through it. It was that thick of a form of a mass of darkness that was underneath my sister's stairs. And when it pierced like this, all I saw was fire, two glowing, super glowing, fiery red eyes. And then it just bearded down at us like this. And when it bearded down and looked at us, that's when I said, in the name, and that's when it screamed. That, oh God, see, give me a minute, y'all. Give me a minute. Give me a sec. Because to tell you all, I got so many uneasy feelings going up and down my back, and I hate those feelings because it makes me feel like something's standing behind me. And normally times, in many cases, along with watching different documentaries and finding out, when you're telling your story of these things, and to mention them is like calling them to you again. And since that incident, I will state and report, nothing else ever happened like that again, as far as me being there when someone else was being called by something. Since that incident of my nephew, my executive now, at that time, like I said, I think he was 13 or 14 years of age. He's now 32 years of age. You know, growing up and, you know, getting into music with me, getting into production with me, you know, having a lot of show ideas and having a lot of big ideas and starting his own brand. This is why he is OMB Cash, because he's starting his own brand, starting his own thing. And he became our executive. You know, I made him my executive because that's who he was on a lot of things. And since our incident, it wasn't a better person to pick. And like I said, nothing like that has ever happened again, as far as me being with him or seeing it, or he's never brought it to my attention or ever mentioned anything else ever happening like that again. And I'm so glad that it hasn't. But to just think, you all, the reason why it freaks me out so is just the simple thought of, what if I was not there? What if it was I didn't live there? Or what if it was one of the weekends, or like coming to spend the weekend with somebody, and I just wanted to spend the weekend there and I didn't come that weekend. That's all I could think of. What if I was not there? And even if I wasn't there and it called my nephew and he saw what it was and didn't go to it, or whatever the case may be, and he told someone else, what someone else would have been able to believe him, this and that and the other. Even if I had not seen it with my own eyes, I would have believed him. Because thankful for me, as we get into the many different truly paranormal events of my friends and family and affiliates, true stories that they have allowed me to tell along with my own. The reason why I would have believed him, because I am thankful and a lucky being that someone believed me. And just like I saw it with my own eyes, my mother saw it with hers, saving me from something. And that story will be a story that will be told in the series as we continue with Truly Paranormal. Thank you all once again for being with me for the premiere tale of Truly Paranormal right here on YouTube, the sneak peek presentation, one-day event. And if you would like to see this event again and other paranormal tales and other upcoming episodes of Truly Paranormal, please become a Patreon of Father Lokk at patreon.com, patreon.com, and search for Father Lokk and become a patron of Father Lokk, FATHERLOKK. I would love to have you as Patreon family, and you can take advantage of one of my 3 very affordable packages. And if you want a lot more, please take advantage of the VIP Platinum. It gives you everything. Each package gives you a little bit of something that the other one doesn't. But if you want it all and gotta have it all, it would be the best thing to take advantage of my VIP Platinum package that gives you everything that Father Lokk has to offer here on YouTube as well as Patreon TV. Again, thank you all for being with me for my premiere. Be here the next time for another true tale from another one of my friends and family and affiliates. Something that is truly paranormal, something that's 100% authentic, real, because these are real stories from real people that I really know. And how I know that it's really true, because I was really there. Again, thank you all for being with me. Stay safe out there. Continue to do your social distancing and wear your mask. And until next time, I love you all. And I will see you the next time I am telling you a 100% authentic tale that is truly paranormal. All right, you all. Good night and keep the lights on. If they'll stay. Good night, everybody.